Because there's this observation deck,
Okay.
which is 57 stories high.
Oh.
So you have the ticket, and you will go there and have a look on the top.
Okay.
Right? You will have the whole of Singapore under your feet. And that is a very nice experience.
Wow. Looking forward.
And we'll be moving around using this vehicle. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you to John.
Where are you from?
We're from Kenya, East Africa.
Nice.
Yeah.
First time in Singapore?
Yes, first time in
Yes,
Singapore.
last time in
Very good. It's also my first time.
We can see, we can tell.
Nah. First time not first time as a guide, but first time meeting all of you. Right? And of course, Singapore is very small. It's only 728 square kilometers.
Population?
It's about 6 million.
6 million.
And yeah. And out of the 6 million, only 4 million are the local Singaporeans. Alright, and this place here is a very nice place. This is actually in the more central part of Singapore. And you can see this is where the local people stay.
Okay.
Very nice little houses. And very local stuff. And if you like food, here are lots of choices. If you walk all the way down, there's many choices of different food that you can experience. Today we are going to the sun tank, and then after that we'll go to the flyer and walk over there, take some photo, and after that we'll go to the Marina Bay because your timing is 11:45.
Yes. Okay.
So we've got to go there by the timing because over there is a very popular place. So many people want to go there. So they control the number by giving you time slot. And the time slot given to your side, from what I see on the ticket, is 11:45 a.m.
Okay.
So we're going to be there. And of course we can, well, if you miss the timing, there is no big of a deal, but just that you will get a little bit delayed. So we'll try to fill the timing.
Okay.
Because the thing is, if too many people on top, they will stop people coming out for safety reasons.
Okay.
And of course over here itself, this is just a small little fishing village. The number has increased, but in that particular period of time, it's only 5.45. And out of that 5.45, only 4 million are the local Singaporeans. The rest of the 1 million are people coming to work at this level. So over here, we have a good mix between local and non-local. And of the local people, 4 million that we have, 74.9% are Chinese, 15% are Malay, and about 9% are Indian. So over here, only 3 types of race: the Chinese or the Chinas, the Malay, and the Indian. So a very nice place where you see different culture. And of course, come to Singapore, got to try Singapore by land, by sea, and by air. Land tour is what we're doing today. Going places to take some nice photo. This is the land tour. One of the most easy and common things to do. In Singapore, there is a river. It's a Singapore river. And over there, there's a very nice river cruise along the river itself. So very nice and good. So that is the sea tour. The first stop for today, we're going over to the flyer, where you can see a very beautiful wheel. Alright, it's a Ferris wheel. Alright, very slow wheel. And that particular wheel is basically the air tour of Singapore. From the top of 42 story high, you can see the whole of Singapore in an air-conditioned manner. So that is the air tour that I'm referring to. And of course, talk about Singapore food. Singapore is surrounded by water, so our seafood is one of the most recommended. So over here we have the chili crab. That is actually steamed crab. Alright, we steam the crab into perfection. Cooked into beautiful sweet sauce, sweet spicy sauce, not so spicy, mild spiciness. And you order the bun, you dip it into the sauce, and you eat it. Ooh, the taste just instantly very melt in the mouth. So that is the Singapore chili crab, our national dish. And of course, in Singapore itself, it's just a small little fishing village. But take a look today, modern roads and modern building. So what happened? Well, it all traced back in the year 1819. In the year 1819, came an Englishman by the name of Sir Stamford Raffles. And this gentleman represents this East India Trading Company. And this company is a very powerful company. So, ladies and gentlemen, just like I did share with you, Sir Stamford Raffles was representing this East India Trading Company. And this company is a very powerful company. And here comes the first question of the day. Why do I say this East India Trading Company is a powerful company? Any idea why it is so powerful?
Because it has more money to eat.
It's a trading company. So how could the trading company be such a powerful company? The reason is because John says so. John says he's powerful, he is powerful. That's not the main reason.
Okay.
The main reason is because in those days they were under the Queen's order, Queen Victoria. Yes, right? Go to place to colonize the region. So they have their own soldier, has his own troops. So which trading company in the world has its own soldier? I'll practically say there's none, or not many. And this company has its own soldier. So that's why it's so powerful.
Okay.
And they came over here and they take over of Singapore. Just a review over here itself, the tour will end about 1 o'clock. So do let us know at the end of the tour where we want to be dropped. It can be any place that you want.
Okay.
So just let me know after the Sky Park so we can make adjustment in the timing. Alright, if you want to go back to the hotel, we need to buffer the time for that. Is it alright? So you can don't get decide now, decide later on, and once you go to the Marina Bay. And of course, the British was not the first Western power that were here. Before the British, the Portuguese and the Dutch were already here before the British. So when the British came over here, they found everywhere is either a Portuguese flag or a Dutch flag. So there's no place to put the British flag. So you search high and low, and you found a little spot called as the Temasek. And of course, Temasek is actually a Sanskrit word for sea town or seaport. And he realized that this Temasek itself has no Portuguese flag, no Dutch flag. So this Temasek is a Sanskrit for sea town or seaport. So he said, hey, this is good, I'm going to put a British flag. And from there onward, it became the British colony. And that's how it all began. And of course, this Temasek that I just shared with you is actually Singapore. So Singapore original name is called Temasek, and that's how it is. This particular structure is a design of a left palm of a human hand. Left palm of a human hand. So this area here is the palm of the hand. And every single tower here represents a finger. So there are 5 tower, 5 finger. And most important of all, later on you see on the right, there is a golden ring. This golden ring is a fountain. So how it works over here is a design structure with a fountain in the middle. And if you take carefully look at this fountain, there are dots in the inner ring. In the inner of the ring, there are dots. And this dot means when the water flow inwards. Now, the interesting part about this, for most fountain, it flow outwards. But this fountain, when it flow inwards. And what's the reason? Because as a Chinese, we believe water is money. Water is money. That's the reason why you see a lot of places that's owned by a Chinese. There will be a fountain or waterfall or water feature because we love water a lot. Because to us, water is money. So that's why here has a very beautiful name. The name of this fountain is called Fountain of Wealth. You see that? Fountain of Wealth.
Wow.
Not the fountain of youth, but the fountain of wealth. Wealth means money.
Yeah.
So imagine if the water starts to flow, it flows at a certain hour. So when it starts to flow, water is into the hand. And imagine this, if water flows into a hand, what does it mean to you? It means that money is in the reach of your hand. Money is in the reach of your hand. So that's the reason why over here itself is 99 fully leased out. It's 99 fully rented out. Now if you are a landlord and you own the place here, and I tell you, here is 99.9 fully leased out. You will be laughing all the way to the bank, ha ha ha, and you will be hearing ka-ching ka-ching all day long because of the rental that comes in. And of course, over here, the shortest of the building that you just saw is 18-story high. 18-story high.
Oopsie, thank you. So
You're welcome,
hi
anytime.
guys. We're in Singapore. This is our first day in Singapore. No, actually the second day, but it's first day for our activities.
Yes.
And we are here. What's the name of this place? I don't even know because guess what? Adequate planned the entire thing. That is our car that is taking us around. Oh, we are here. Excuse
The
me,
capsule.
John. You said, what's the name of this?
Singapore Flyer.
Oh, Singapore Flyer, you had it. So we are here We're gonna go around so that you can see Singapore. Are you ready, baby?
Actually, we are seeing the Grand Paris, the circuit. Grand Paris, ne? Grand Prix. Grand Prix Formula One circuit.
Baby, I don't even know what's that. Yeah, so let's do this. We're gonna take you around Singapore. This is very beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Wow.
Utateleza huko.
Baby, siwezi teleza, don't
Aya.
worry. And here, woo, it's beautiful. Oh my God. So beautiful. And my dress is popping. The color is perfect for this place. Huh? Wow. Hey, it's very tall, huh?
Yes, 42-story high.
What? 42-story high.
John, there's nothing I can do to come here in September with my wife and watch like one of the spectators.
Okay, that's one way, because the ticket is almost sold out.
Yes.
But the thing, but you can actually get the feeling, you know, the feeling of room down.
Uh-huh.
So here, the nearby hotel you may have consider,
Uh-huh.
the Marina Bay Sand or the
Okay.
and a very good exposure of the race itself.
So the fans that come to watch, where do they sit?
Well,
Or there are no fans?
well, if you pay a ticket, because it's a ticket event,
Yes.
we're going to set up the grandstand.
Ah.
And so all you see over there, we are setting up the grandstand.
Okay.
So that people can actually sit on the grandstand to watch the
Ah.
race. So this is actually the
That is
circuit.
the
This is a
marine
circuit.
whatever.
Wow.
This is
Sorry,
a popular
baby?
circuit.
Hmm?
So you realize that come September, it
Ah.
will be blocked off, but now it's not September.
Okay.
This is May. So it's not in the period of the racing season.
Okay.
So that's why we can actually walk along the circuit.
Mm.
So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Singapore Formula One circuit.
Wow.
The
Ah.
car actually boom down the street.
You're asking about that building?
Yeah. What's the name of that building?
This is the Marina Bay Sand.
Yes.
The one that we're going to the top.
Yes.
After this, we're going to the top and take some photos.
Wow.
Over here is the Garden by the Bay. There's two domes, the flower domes and the cloud forest.
Wow. Singapore is very beautiful, I can say that.
Thank you, madam. Just like you.
Oh,
So
thank
over
you.
Here, if you like to, you can just stand over here. 3 position to take a photo.
Hi, Dickens.
Hi.
This is a videographer, aka the photographer mwenyewe.
Cinematographer.
Yeah, the one doing the magic. Even venye anakaa, but akona bibi.
So this is actually one photo shoot over here. Marina Bay Sand.
Yeah.
One is at the Garden by the Bay. The other one is at the wheel. So 3 positions for you to take a photo.
Wow.
One over here, and one over here. So you know
Yeah.
what to do that.
Nice.
Okay. Wow. Look at this, baby. It's so beautiful. Eh?
Kabisa.
The nature.
Yeah.
Vile wameleta nature inside a mall, si ndio?
Venye infuse nature to nini?
Yeah.
Totally agree.
It's really beautiful. Oh, nice setup. Is it a wedding? Can we go inside?
It's beautiful.
Inaka zile butterflies and Rita alituwekea kwa baby shower. You remember? Ni harusi?
So then.
Wow. Are we invited?
Wow.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
Kabisa.
Guys,
It's so romantic.
it's really beautiful. Eh? Ah, it's very beautiful. They do a wedding today it's on a Saturday. Yeah.
Yes,
Is it Saturday or
Yeah, it's
Sunday?
Saturday,
I can't
today.
even. Woo. But huko ni kurembo.
Sana.
Ni kurembo sana, sana, sana. One thing about and then ni kusafi. Have you noticed that as well? Kusafi sana.
Alright, so let's set the timer on that. Then after that we go out. Because this is a very popular place. People like to visit. And of course, why do people want to stay here? Well, there's a few reasons. It's not because the room is cheap, the room is expensive. And people that stay here, it's not because it has a big room, it has a small room. So why would anyone pay so much money for such a small place? It's because for those who stay in the hotel, we have a chance to go to the swimming pool. The highlight of this place is basically there's a swimming pool. And of course, it's the beautiful Merlion Park. Merlion Park is what the name is supposed to be. in the building at some point. We'll come over here.
It might do. I think maybe 2 hours.
Wow.
There's 2 Merlion here. This is the baby one.
Okay.
One is mummy, one is baby, and this is the baby mummy.
Ah.
Stand over here and take a photo with this baby.
Wow.
Amesema in Singapore, Malaya babies, baby and adult.
Wow.
And close to that side, the ramp is a better position. Keep with you, sir, right?
Yes, yes.
Later on, once you drop, just let me verify that.
Mimi nafikiria,
unajua-
mimi nimegeuka niangalie ndugu gani kubwa hivyo.
Unajua ukiuliza hata akili yako iko.
Kira, wewe watano anasema, "Hey, how big is that dog?"
But how would someone sneeze like that?
I know, right?
Haki hadi nimelia. We.
Mimi sijashtuka hivyo. Kwani are they two? So one hii na hiyo. Ni mbili. Hizo ni kubwa kubwa. Si ile ni 3 alafu hii. Ama ziko mbili. Hii sijaona.
Hata mimi sikuona.
John, I've seen those 3 buildings. I've not seen this. Which one is this? This one, the one which is alone. I've seen those 3 with a boat, but this one?
This one, the new one.
Oh, there's a new one.
Really a new one.
The building.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not ready yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because I was wondering. I've not seen this one. Where is it?
The new one.
Ah.
Because it's
Wow.
not good enough. You want some more. This is new one. This is the number 4.
And it
Ah,
should
that number 4.
would be taller than this, huh?
Yes, of course.
Ah.
Because
wow.
here it's been quite a long time, in the year 2000. So it's time to rejuvenate the whole thing. If not, it's too boring.
Ah.
It's new stuff. So now they build it number 4.
So this one has been here for how many years?
It's about, see, the year 2000,
24.
No, 2010. So it's about 10
14.
plus, yeah, 2010.
Wow.
2010 onwards.
Okay. I know. Ah.
Whoa. Hey.
Wow. The view is to die for. Oh my God.
Sasa sisi tuko mbele. Unaona ile ina nyuma? Kuja simame hapo uone.
Eh?
Kuja simame hapa. Unaona ile nyuma, the nyuma part. Hii ni ya boat. Sasa sisi tuko watatu, 1 2 3. Shashika. Sasa si tuko mbele. Wakati
So
tulikuwa
umesema huko you can only access when you're staying in this hotel.
unaona hizo buildings mbili, roof mbili, kubwa. Tulikuwa hapo chini.
Ai uongo.
Karibu na unaona, karibu na hii maji. Unaona, are you seeing the edge of the water? Tulikuwa hapo ndo tumepiga mafoto mingi. Dickens. Pale, si tulikuwa pale tukipiga nini? Mali yenyewe tumepiga foto ni pale. Unaona ile bay pale? Pale, unaona hapa straight. Hapo ndo tulipot. But mara ya kwanza tulikuja pale. Hata hiyo stadium hiyo ni ya whatever ndio imezunguka hata uoni.
Naangalia kwa
Singapore Formula 1.
Where is it? Oh, that one there.
This road here. Right, this is actually a circuit, actual circuit. So just now you're here at Flyer, right?
Yeah.
So that is the entry point. Once you dish out, you go here, and then you see all those grandstand. They're building a grandstand over there, the red color one. That is the grandstand. And because we are celebrating our National Independence Day, in August the 9th, so they're preparing for the stage for the Independence Day. So at the same time, we're preparing for October's Formula One. So this is actually our Formula One circuit itself. So this is actually a circuit that's a figure eight, 63
So figure
round,
eight?
80 clockwise. Yeah, it's an eight shape.
So where did we go the first
So-
time? Where
so-
did you take us?
Just now, the first
Ilikuwa
time
pale
over
by the
here,
alikuwa right,
Malayan.
ilikuwa pale. Pale hivyo chini. You are right.
Malayan.
Malan ilikuwa
Yeah,
pale, zile ni
yeah.
statue mbili.
Yeah.
Here.
Fence.
So this is actually what I meant. So from here, if you see, if I open, if the roof is retractable. I open up, become an open air stadium.
Yeah.
I close up, become a closed stadium.
Yeah.
But most important, you see that this is a Galan River. Alright, it's connected to the water. So
Wow.
means to say I can do water sport, not just a land sport. Last time
Okay.
before this was built, it's only a land sport like football.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's land sport.
Yeah.
But now we can do not only the land sport but the sea sport because it's so near to the water.
Wow.
So this is our stadium.
Surely. Hiyo mevuta sana. But it's so
Oh.
beautiful.
And look at here, Singapore is so sunny. So
Yeah.
solar panel is one of the key energy that we have. So now
Ah,
we are making up
wow.
all the building rooftop with all the solar panel.
Yeah, even there
Everywhere is lit
at the
all
door. Yeah.
So by doing so, we can absorb the solar energy.
Even when we were landing, I saw a lot of solar.
Yes.
When you are
Because
landing
that's
with the
a key
airplane.
thing. Because it's a very clean energy.
Yes.
That's one. Second thing, look at the sun. So many.
Yes.
So we're going to put all the roof with all the solar panel. And
Wow.
we're even going to put water with solar panel. So we can absorb all the clean energy that we need. So by doing so, we will reduce on the carbon emission. Alright? And at the same time, we got an everlasting free source of energy. So this is the reason why here give you free show. Nothing is for free.
Yeah.
But the sun is free.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. And what are you guys building there, John? There, I can see you're building something.
There's construction.
This
There's-
one here,
Yeah.
whole area here is what I call is Garden by the Bay.
Mm.
Garden by the Bay. But the garden got 3 gardens. Alright? This is the southern garden.
Okay.
Southern part. And that is the central garden. We're gonna build another central garden here. And further down is the eastern garden. So there's 3 gardens in total. Southern, central, and eastern garden. So this is the most developed because of the 2 domes.
Okay.
So we're gonna grow up all these. So by doing so, there is a barrage. And we
Okay.
can actually connect all the way to the other side. So we increase the number of greenery. Now Singapore is known to be a garden city, but there's a problem. Only here, the land is about 40% filled with greenery. We are hoping for 100% greenery, but that's not possible. Why? Because it's 100% greenery, this will become a jungle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I am not ready to become a monkey yet. So that's why from 40% increase to 60%, another 20% more. But how is it possible? Because whatever there's greenery is already done. We left with the road and the building. No more space. So
Yeah.
this is the reason why this Garden by the Bay, we are researching on what we call as the vertical landscape. What the plants you see is what I call is horizontal. Grow on the ground using the soil. We have the idea of changing this onto the side of the building. So in future, all the buildings you see here at the side we feel greenery. We call it as vertical landscape. So this Garden by the Bay is the very place where we research on how you do vertical. Because to do plants growing at the side of the building, you can say it's very easy.
Yeah.
But you can say it's not so easy. There must be 3 major criteria. First, it must be a creeping plant.
Yes.
You must climb the wall. That's one. Second thing, you must have a good water system. If there's no good water supply, you will not see green lush plant. Last thing, it must look beautiful. So this is the reason why over there, the super tree, man-made structure, it looks very small from here. If they go down, it's very high. It's about 4 to 6 story high. It's about 25 to 50 meter.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's very high. This auto deck. Anyone can go to casino.
No, the name, you say we call it, you say we don't call it.
We call it integrated resort. Integrated resort. Resort style.
All room.
With the kind of money they have over here, this is nothing.
Yeah.
Ginger
It's called
plant.
Ginger. And this one?
This is actually we call it as
Wow, so beautiful.
So cute.
Really beautiful.
Me, I don't gamble.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. So we have 2 casinos in Singapore. One is over here, the Marina Bay side. If you love the seaside, all the sea activity, in Singapore there's a Sentosa, a very beautiful island. When there's a show, you can pay a ticket for, and you see fireworks every night. Wow. Fireworks, because that is the Wings of Time. All these are all the so-called other lights of light, fireworks. Ask any local people where's the MRT. They know you're looking for the train and not looking for a toilet. This is Singapore train. Now here comes the interesting thing. How do you take a train in Singapore? There's 3 ways. What are the 3 ways? First, you can actually go to get what we call as the tourist pass. This tourist pass is a 1 day, 2 days, or 3 day pass. You pay $20 for 1 day pass. It gives you unlimited ride on the bus and train till midnight.
Wow.
So the cost is $20. $10 is the refundable deposit, and $10 is the cost of the day pass. This is one option. Another option is if you have to 7-Eleven, you buy a store value card. And this card is $10. $5 is the cost of the card, and $5 is the value. You top up as you go along. Now in Singapore, the way we actually do the calculation of the fare is tap in, tap out. And for single use. Once you say there's no sharing of the card, right? Because once you tap in, you start the calculate, and once you finish, you tap out. And of course, all this is good, but something they tell me, John, I'm not really sure. Am I going to go? I'm not. And that $10 is quite cheap. But the thing is, if not coming back in Singapore in 5 years' time, it becomes useless in 5 years' time. Because the validity only for 5. So there comes the last and third option before we go, is the Visa Master. We actually done a collaboration with Visa Master. So with any Visa Master, whether it is contactless or the physical card, you just tap and go. And that's how we do it. They will calculate when you actually book the so-called train. And after that, they will calculate how many stations, and they will charge you once you do a tap in. So it's a tap in, tap out, converted to a local currency and a nominal transaction fee. So we don't really own half. So this is the map of Singapore. Right now, Singapore. For the madam, this is your best friend. Why? Because they tell me diamonds are ladies' best friend. This look like a diamond. Right? So that's why I say this is your best friend, because it's a shape of a diamond. And they tell me diamonds are ladies' best friend. For you, sir, this is your favorite local Singapore food called chili crab. It looks like a crab, right? The shape of a crab. So over here, most of the train lines connect to the most of Singapore. This green line here, or the blue one, is Singapore Airport. This is the place where you take the plane. You come here and go to take the plane. And you can also come to over here. Remember how I shared with you, we have Sentosa, our integrated resort, another casino near to the seaside. Here, if you love the seaside, this is a very good place to be. And at the same time, you actually go all the way to the Tuas, which is the west part of Singapore, where the industrial area is. And this place here is the northern part, which is where the zoo, Singapore Zoo area. And if you go further up here is Malaysia. If you go further down is Indonesia. So you're surrounded by Malaysia and Indonesia. So this line here is connected everywhere. You have the red, you have the blue, with the brown and the purple. And my favorite line is the blue line. Why is my favorite line the blue line? Because this is the tourist line.
Gotta keep on hoping, we just have to keep on loving. Gotta keep on hoping. Us keep on hoping. We just have to keep on loving. Are you okay?
Hi, I'm Rachel, by the way.
Hello, Rachel.
The grumpy one is my friend Felix.
exactly can you travel through time? Well, thanks to my wings of time, of course.
Oh, of course.
Look at that. We're reaching Britain in the 19th century. Oh, it's going to get noisy.
Well,
yes, but how do we make it home? Don't worry, I can take care of that.